playing one of the best decks in one of the worst formats that currently exists in Magic. Pioneer is just an absolute joke of the format. If I had to pick between Legacy and Pioneer, I'm always picking Legacy because of, even regardless of the price, because of the gameplay of Pioneer is so bad. Because it's always just these aggro decks that are running around everywhere. But recently, because of a rule of 8 that we have, a secret rule in Magic where if you have 8 copies, 2 play sets of a effect, then that might actually be good enough to make a deck. So recently in Final Fantasy, we got the Wandering Minstrel, and it allows lands you control to enter untapped. Alongside Spelunking, a lot of people were able to come up with a Simic Scapeshift deck that is literally just Pioneer Primeval Titan. The whole point of this deck is you want to get out some, a Spelunking or a Wandering Minstrel, let your lands come in untapped. Then what you do is with some number of lands, you want at least 3 to 4 lands out on the battlefield. You're going to Scapeshift to then get a bunch of mana, and it's going to be some combination of Lotus Fields and a Port of Karfell. What you're then going to do is you're going to use that mana to cast a Lumra or return a Lumra from your graveyard to the battlefield with the Port of Karfell. Lumra, then you let all your sack triggers resolve with your Lotus Field. Everything hits the graveyard, and then you cast, that Lumra enters, returns on your lands, and then you repeat that process over and over and over again through combinations of milling yourself into more Lumras through Port of Karfells, through the Ipnu Rivulets, and you can recur and tutor for more through cards like Nature's Rhythm, which you can mill yourself and then tap the Lumra to make it cheaper, and you just go, mill out your whole deck, and you win with Thassa's Oracle. I myself am running the version with Aftermath Analyst that is like a weird version of Lumra, which allows you to return all lands from your battlefield with some more hoops to jump through. As long as you have Lotus Fields to sacrifice your lands, you can continue to bring in your untapped sources of color to bring back like black sources for Port of Karfell to keep stacking, so sacrificing this land, milling more cards and returning. And so that is the combo deck of choice today. In the sideboard, you're really just looking to accentuate that. Aether Gust, Negate, Tishana's Tidebinder. And the big person I want to shout out today is the one that really brought this to my attention and actually has been really, doing well in the Pioneer challenges and just in general with the list. It's been someone that introduced me to this through Twitter, and they actually, big shout out to them. They actually gave me the kind of first guide for this, and this person themselves is Nikita Asif on Twitter. I'm gonna link them down below. They're an MTGO grinder from Finland, and they actually have a relatively good introductory guide to this. And the whole thing was they would give me the guide for free because I asked them for it as a content creator. I was happy to pay for it, but they were like, here it is for free as long as you shout it out. So I said, you know what, Nikita, sure, you're the one getting me into a Pioneer here. We're obviously memeing in this league itself. We lose a lot to some bad mulligans, but we do get some wins here and there. Get to showcase off the combo a little bit. Shout out to Nikita for introducing me to the deck and also introducing a lot of people to the deck. I'm going to link down his Twitter and also his guide that you can reach out to him to kind of pay for in that sense. But regardless, enjoy the leagues, enjoy the memes, and let me know what you think about Pioneer Primetime combo. This is a pretty keepable hand, and we're first. Opponent kept a 7. We're just gonna go starting town and pass. We have the untap effect into Scapeshift down the line. Probably not the same turn unless we find a Lotus Field. We're probably not going to be doing that the same turn. Even still with the Lotus Field, it's weird, but let's see. We can play out the forest events, probably just Phoenix, but let's see. Wandering Minstrel is nice. I will play that. It does give them a Lava Axe target, but it helps me just start doing things earlier. That's the key. It helps me to just start doing things earlier. Okay. I don't want to get got by some type of counterspell here, so I have to be careful. Let's play this. Phoenix should be a good matchup for us. It really should be. So we gain our 2 life. If they have the sensor, they have the sensor. Yeah, if they have something sure. I'll play into it. I'll play into it. Sure, Spell Pierce it is. That's a Pierce that's not coming at our That's a Pierce that's not coming out our Scapeshift. The damage isn't really going to matter here, but that's okay. The damage isn't really going to matter here, and that's not going to be the end. Like we're just gonna mill them out. That's really the primary way and the only way we have to win against them. Valakut the Molten Pinnacle is not Pioneer legal to my knowledge, and that is okay. We will go. Yeah, I'm gonna just go Arid Archway. That enter untapped. Right. Return the adventurers in. We have nothing to do with that. It's like no point in time. The damage does nothing. The damage does nothing for me. I'm just gonna hold up Boseiju. Okay. Is this Phoenix? I don't know. Ain't nobody play this format. Like, someone in my comments is gonna tell me like you should know this stuff. Who is this playing whatever form? Like, ain't nobody play this format. Be serious with me. Like, everyone just needs to relax. These aren't real formats. Creativity into what though? Oh my god. Let me just dead that for 2 seconds. Let me just make sure that doesn't resolve. Creativity. What is Pioneer Creativity playing? That's so wild. What is Pioneer Creativity playing? Oh yeah, that was like 1 mana, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm forgetting I have a legendary. Glimpse Core is chill. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna continue to set up here. Keep continuing to just get a crap ton of mana out. And that's what we got. So again, I can Scapeshift here. It's just not a smart idea. Really what I'm looking for is like, I want like, okay, fine. So now I need an on-tap effect, but I want to be able to Port of Karfell. Oh, nice. Yeah, just tap the Archway. Play Spelunking. Okay. Oh, Biorhythm's actually really lit. Hold on. Biorhythm's actually really lit. 1, 2. I still get spell pierced here. Unless I Scapeshift. Then I don't. Coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can dodge 1 Scapeshift, can't dodge Censor. I feel like I gotta be okay with that. Or can I just wait like another turn? Just force them to have it? Yeah, just force them to have it. Yeah, force them to have it. Opponent, please. Please, 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 please. Crumbling Vestige. Like, what are we doing here? I'm just gonna try and go off here. We are gonna grab green. We're gonna grab green. Bang, bang. Green. We're gonna Scapeshift. We're gonna go sack. So this is resolving. Sack, sack, sack. Let's go sack those. So we need 5 lands. We're gonna grab probably, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna grab 1, 2, 3. Do we need the Mistrise Village? 4. Do we need the Mistrise Village? Like, I think we need the Crumbling Vestiges for the mana. And then we'll just grab Hedge Maze, if I'm gonna be honest. Just grab Hedge Maze. Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna put the Lotus Field triggers on the back here. And we're just gonna attempt to combo off here. Hedge Maze. Opponent, what are we doing? Kind of a hard counterspell here. And I'm actually going to look this up. So creativity. So creativity. Indomitable creativity in Pio. Any format Pioneer. 4-color creativity. What does this look like? Okay, Valgavoth. You have Spell Pierce's Censor. There's no hard counterspells in the main. Yeah, there's no hard counterspells in the main. You're playing Censors and Spell Pierces. So green, 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 thing. What do we have in the graveyard? We're gonna put that in our graveyard to return. We're gonna go green and green. Okay, so we have a bunch of mana. We're gonna go sack. Okay, and then we're gonna sack one of these. We're gonna go sack. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need this to be 6, and then like we're fine. Okay, Pioneer Creativity. Again, this is me not being familiar with the format, but this is pretty sick. Okay, and now so opponent sees the Lumra coming out. We can go through the rest of our deck. So at this point, negates are going to be important here. You should take out Glimpse the Core, honestly, largely. We're going to bring in the negates. Tishana Tidebinder is kind of reasonable because we can negate some activations and some abilities. So like, for example, if they Valgavoth, if they get out Titan of Industry, Atraxa, whatever, it's a pretty good card to just... we're going to bring in the other Mistrise. I think, what do they have like in terms of hate for us? Like, I can bring in Aether Gusts. 1, 2, 3. Drop a stock up for another one of these. And then you don't want to exile their graveyard. Like the Heritage could be interesting, but I feel like the Aether Gust just works better for us. And I think that's what we want to do. I believe that's what we want to do. They just want to piecemeal us here. Right? That's what this is about. They just want to piecemeal us. So when it comes to this, we should be in an okay spot. Like we have the Lumra, like this has to be good. This has to be good. I feel like this has to be good. They mulled a 5. Wow. Okay. I mean, all right. I mean, okay. It's going to start off on Hedge Maze for me. Scry a card to the bottom is good news for us. Yeah, Hedge Maze for me. Second copy of Spelunking is against the counterspell deck is just going to be good, right? It's just going to be good. Play the Archway. Bounce that to our hand. Okay, they're going to deduce to create an artifact. We'll drop the Echoing Deeps. So at this point, I kind of have to hold up the Boseiju. I kind of have to hold up the Boseiju, at least, if they try and go off on their turn. Sure. Ooh, we're just going to draw a card. Interesting. Okay. We are just going to draw a card. So, okay. Create a token. That's okay. Fair enough. Just going to go back to our turn. We're going to play... I feel like I still get Spell Pierced and like really just like knocked out. So I'm just gonna do this. I feel like I still got one more turn and I'm fine. Okay. Like they're the ones who have to get something big. Like they have to make something big happen. So I feel like we're good to wait. I want to hold up like double Boseiju. Okay, so now they could have just like a ton of counter spells in the works here. So now what we're gonna do, hold on, I can get real fancy with it and go Boseiju first, play this, so we dodge the Spell Pierce. Okay, I'm just gonna make them have it. I'm just gonna make them have this and like another Spell Pierce or another Sensor. Okay. Like, sure. Okay. Okay. I think in this case, it's actually a hard choice. Like, I don't have like the double, so I have to go. Maybe I should have just gone Crumbling Vestige. I might not have thought about this right, but we'll go Hedge Maze. Analyst isn't bad. It's just not ideal. We'll put it on top. I will pass the turn from there. If they have it here, sure. If they have it here, sure. You got a bunch of cards. Okay. Coming at me for one toxic, one infect. I got one infect. Okay. So now your spell piercers aren't that relevant. So we're gonna creativity. What are we gonna creativity for? Okay. Each player discards their hand underneath that. That's a pretty good combo. That's a pretty good combo. That's why I did this. That's a pretty damn good combo. Sire of Insanity as well. Oh, and that just goes to the Valgavoth? This is dumb. All right, fine. Okay, right, I thought it was just whatever is discarded. Okay, so in that case, I think we're still fine. I don't know if this is an unable to screen matchup or if I should just like be reactive, but okay. Yeah, okay, all right, run it. Yes, I want to play. There's no green source here, so I can't keep this hand. This hand actually isn't that much better. I need an untapped source. That's the thing. I need an untapped source. Like, this is a mull to 5. I don't think I can reasonably keep this. We got a mull to 4. All right, this will have to do. 2, 3. This will have to do. Fortunately, we don't have much. That's got to be okay. Surveil. If I can just cast Lumra and get there. Hedge Maze. Put Negate on top, because why not? I don't think, like, I think we just got to take our interaction where we can find it. If it gets Spell Pierce, it gets Spell Pierce. Like, opponent mulled once and we just have to eat that. So that's not going to get censored, but it can get removed. It can get removed. Oh, no land, eh? Okay. All right, maybe the damage does matter then. Okay. No land, big fan. Yo, please don't draw another land. Oh, Pioneer decks have too many lands. They be top decking lands. Okay. Okay, not bad. The big thing at this point that we have to worry about is just censor. That's going to be the big one. No. You're struggling to find lands. You're top decking. I'm in the commanding seat here. Yeah, I'm in the commanding seat here. Oh yeah, that's going on top of my library. That's going on top of my library, and we are attempting to combo off this next turn. If I get censored, I get censored. I don't know. Like, I feel like they just gotta like use up cards at this point. They are actually unironically finding cards, which is like hilarious. Okay. All right. So you can't spell pierce. That's actually so annoying. Like, that's actually so annoying, but whatever. Okay. I guess we just got to keep finding lands. Unfortunate. They are finding lands continuously. It's actually so annoying. Okay, you got yourself a deduce, sure. Boseiju something. Oh, I can cast Nature's. Okay, so next turn, if I cast Nature's Rhythm, can I reasonably win? Probably not. Okay, let's sack 2 lands. Let's just start off there. I'm gonna sack 2 lands and just hope they don't have creativity. I just hope they don't have land creativity. That's all I can afford. 1 and 2. And then this is gonna return the Boseiju to my hand. Nature's Rhythm I can't cast now, but I wish I could. I really wish I could. Next turn I can. The nut draw is a Wandering Minstrel or a Spelunking. That's actually the nut draw. And now this thing's just going to start attacking. Vigilance and Reach? Come on now. The nut draw is actually just Spelunking or a Minstrel. And hopefully they don't have like a counter spell. But I need 8 mana for Nature's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even need that. So I just need 3 because I can tap the Lumra. Yeah, that's why I keep forgetting why Nature's Rhythm is so good. Because of the Harmonize. So I just need 3. 1, 2, 3. Nature's Rhythm. I can even put the Boseiju into the yard. Just like, no, that just gives them more untap mana. Probably not the call. And it has to be an opponent controls. Otherwise you could get real funky with it. Otherwise you could get pretty good with it. Let's see what happens. Opponent's thinking deep. They probably didn't find a land. Otherwise they would probably just creativity, get out Valgavoth, and it's just about racing them. But I have the Lumra here, so I was thinking like, is it worth it to return the Takenuma? Because then I can Takenuma for 2 or 3. Sorry, it'd be Takenuma for 3. Return Wandering Minstrel. Oh, that was the call. Oh wait, that was the call. I messed up because here I am thinking I'm gonna answer with Boseiju, but I have no untapped mana. So the call was Takenuma. Oh wait, do they have creativity? Yeah, the call was Takenuma. I can go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Oh my god. You get out Valgavoth. So now you have this. Okay, we put it into an opponent's group, exile it instead. Yeah, you may play exiled cards. How do I deal with this now that it's out? The only thing I have is Unable to Scream, which I don't even have in the main right now. I think Valgavoth literally just ends me. I don't have like a good way to use it. Because I can Nature's Rhythm for pretty much anything here. Valgavoth's a 9/9 with flying, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Yeah, no, I think I just lose to the Valgavoth, but we weren't able to combo in game 1. Let's go to game 2. Going into game 2, we are on the draw. Oh, God, I can't keep this hand. I wish one of these were green, then I could start with Analyst. Oh, my God. Yeah, I got to mulligan this one. Oh, God. Do I just keep this? No, there's no utility past the Spelunking. This is so dumb. Okay. All right. Arid Archway. Drop Scapeshift. I think we can ramp out the rest. Okay, we're on the draw. We don't have anything. Really. We're going to go Adventurers Inn into Crumbling Vestige for green. The fact that Crumbling Vestige is not even... Oh, some type of burn. The fact that Crumbling Vestige is not on Arena literally shakes me. I'd rather be playing this deck on Arena. There's so many more people playing on Arena. It's just so much better. Well, let's gain the life back. It's like a nightmare to get games here. In the league, only 35 people playing Pio in the leagues right now. The leagues did reset, so there is that, but let's see what happens. Cleave Clips, Crumbling Vestige, opponent swings in for 1. I'm back at 20. Starting life total. Don't matter. Clockwork Percussionist don't matter. I'm hoping to at least beat the red decks here. I'm gonna beat the aggro decks in general. That'd be great. What is this? Oh, okay. Cool. Munitions. Okay, so we're starting to set up a bunch of things that do things. So we're gonna glimpse core, right? Get ourselves a swamp. We're starting to find things that do things, which is great. So what we can do is we can Aftermath Analyst, then Lotus. That takes us to 5 mana the turn after. And then if I can get 6, I should be in an okay spot. We're gonna sack the Adventurers Inn, but I need an untapped source, right? Like I need a Spelunking. I need to really combo off to stabilize. We can kind of keep doing what we're doing, type of deal. Okay, we're at 18. It's not bad. They didn't play any lands, so it's not super crazy. All right, so we will go 1, 2. Do this and mill a bunch of things. Sure. That's nice. So we will Lotus. And we will go... We're going to sack these 2. Well, I can... No, I kind of want to sack this, because if I need the colors... Right? I kind of want to sack this if I need the colors, and I just do this. Right? Oh, wait, we're not at 5 mana next turn? I miscounted. I can bring everything back, though. This is going to be a little tough. So when this creature dies, exile the top card. I don't really... What if it gives them their land drop, you know? What if it gives them their land drop? I feel like I just take the damage. I'm at 5 next turn. Maybe I am supposed to just activate Analyst, return all these lands back in. That way I can untap with like Port of Karfell. Like bring back Wandering Minstrel. Like watch. Then that same turn I try and do all that, I'm gonna just draw the Minstrel. Like, oh god, we're so close to comboing here. We're so close. We're so close to comboing here. Opponent. Opponent, please. What are we on about right now? What are we on about? Opponent's gonna come in swinging. Or are they? I mean, they have 4 damage on board. You just, I mean, this is 2 damage to any target. I should keep that in mind if I do want to block. This just feels like a pauper deck. Like it feels like I'm up against some type of like pauper brew. Just trying to get there on lands right now. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should have waited on playing that Lotus. But I figure like at least with the Analyst, like worst case scenario, if I did need to bring back the Adventurers in and get some mana back or something, like I can do all that, which is fine. At least when it enters, it does mill 3 cards, which did do something. It did add 2 lands, to our thing. Okay, so they found themselves a land. They're taking forever to make decisions here, but that's okay. Maybe they're a new Pioneer player. Now, again, not too many people in these leagues. Not too many people in these leagues. They can activate Synthesizer, which would be super weird. But, you know, this is when a non-token artifact enters. I wonder what else is going to enter for them. Like, is it Synthesizer, Clockwork, Percussionist? What other artifacts could enter that you'd care about, like, making all this? What? Wait, I don't know what just happened. Oh, you may sacrifice any number of non-land presence. So whenever this creature enters, hold on. Put a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent of their choice. Oh my god. All right. Yo, that's insane. This thing is... Oh my god. That is such a good card here. We are behind, folks. We are behind. Let's stock up. See if we can't find a minstrel or something. And just hope and pray. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god, that's not good. The Takenuma, like, technically helps, but still... Oh my god. I don't think I want another Lumra. I think we might have lost. We might have lost. We're a little too slow. We're a little too slow, especially after the heavy maul. About to take... They have, like, we're about to take 7 here. Okay. That's not great. I'll take 8. Takes me down to 5. Yeah, I'll give you the Hedge Maze. Is it 2 cards? All right, yeah, instead of taking that much damage. Otherwise, it's just straight lethal. So Takenuma can come in untapped. At least, like, then, once Takenuma comes down. Oh my god, this thing's just gaining blight counters. What a good card. Like, actually, what an insane card. Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. This Lumra's gonna come down and, like, okay. All right, like, maybe get something going. 2 damage to me. This thing comes in. When this creature put a blight counter, then, like, Shrapnel Blast me for 5. Oh my god. How am I supposed to beat this? This deck is crazy. All right, fair enough. We are going to drop the Analyst, if I'm gonna be honest. Probably, honestly, play Aether Gust. Probably play the Tranquil. Play Unable to Scream. It's gonna be one of those. You just run it like that. Like, Tranquil is going to be important just to gain life, like, truthfully. But also it's going to help us deal with some permanents. And then Aether Gust. I think that's what we got to do. The Adventures In is going to be important. We just weren't able to be faster than them. But I'm hoping to at least, like, showcase the combo, like, once in this league. I'm hoping that I can actually make that matter a little bit. Otherwise, I'm sad. I'm sad. I won't be able to do what I need to do. I'll be sad. Do you want me to be sad? Do you want me to be sad? Because I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be sad. They don't want to see me sad. They don't want to see me sad. But I did want to make sure that we highlight this deck. I have been meaning to get a couple more reps into it. I made some changes to a stock list. It's not like I would necessarily recommend playing this deck, but like this specific 75. I think there's a lot of clarity to be had in other versions of this list. Like that Aftermath Analyst could have been like a 4th stock up or something, but let's see. Opponent, let's see. Could have even been like a Nissa. Nissa could be really good. Like, actually. Nissa could be really good in terms of generating us mana. Opponent taking forever to sideboard. We can just click OK. Nissa Resurgent. I want to try a version of this deck that's playing the 1 mana 0/3 that puts an extra land in. Maybe with Lotus Cobras and Nissas. And try that all out. No, we need an untapper. That's usually what you're kind of looking for. Even though you have interaction, what you're looking for is some type of untapper. So I gotta mull down deep. Oh my God. His deck is really just, it's losing to itself. It's losing to itself. 3. Yeah, just that's what it's got to be. The deck is literally just losing to itself. I put 2 Lumras at the bottom. That is not cute. We're gonna put that in the graveyard because that is not a land I want to play at all, really, if I'm gonna be honest. I have so many lands, I can find more. I just want to get out my Spelunking. It's gonna be a hard permanent type for them to deal with. Okay. And okay, I like that. Just to like tempo them out a little bit. Maybe on like a big play. Hopefully a 2-mana play here. Yeah. Okay, so let's just tempo you out on that, which is great. So you don't have your grind factor on that. You're not going to be creating those artifacts to make that dumb creature cost less, because that's ridiculous. That's where we miss on our land drops. Yeah, I guess maybe we could have kept it, but figured with my odds, I would be able to find more lands at this point, but oh well. Okay. Yep. So they play that just to create a token. They're probably going to try and get that like 1 card out. Shrapnel Blast gets thing. If they're pushing that, they have like the. If they're pushing that, that means they have the thing here. Okay, so we have an untapper, which is not that. Oh, I can't even cast it. All right. I'm having fun. You're having fun. We're all having fun. Okay. Black and what are we playing? Do we have it? You can sacrifice a bunch. Synthesizer, yep, create another artifact, and then that's just another thing for you to sacrifice. They have it. This is a really sweet brew off the opponent, and we've just been kind of losing to our mulligans a little bit. We're able to win 1 game where our opponent didn't want us to go through the combo, but I'm hoping to showcase a little bit more than just that. Opponent trying to figure out, like, you can make this cost like really like nothing here. It's like 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just drop them all. Yeah. As additional costs, and then play that. Make me drop the Wandering Minstrel, I guess. Yep. When this token leaves the battlefield, oh god, this is actually such a sweet brew. It's such a sweet brew. Drop that, I guess. It's such a sweet brew. And now I lost. Now I can't do anything. That thing's attacking. I'm not drawing any lands. GG's. Opponent mulligans to 6, and I'm actually gonna keep this hand. I can stock up to try and look for stuff like, okay, it's not the fastest hand, but it ramps to oblivion. This hand ramps to oblivion. And I technically have like a build your own Lumra. Opponent's mulliganing hard. They mull a 5. And they're in red. Oh, baby. See if I can get me a freebie. Okay, so I have my untapper, which is good. So I can't play it anytime soon. And I still need a lot of ways to go off here. So I'm going to be going. This is just not, I mean, I'm happy my mono red opponent mulled this deep. We're going to cast this. We're going to have to lose a life here. And we're just going to get out our lands. We're going to get that in tapped. Next thing, we can go Wandering Minstrel and Crumbling Vestige. I might actually Aftermath Analyst. It's going to be crap. Okay. We're going to start to take a lot of damage. So we have to be very precise about what we want to work for us here. So we're going to do this. I think we're going to stock up to really set ourselves up here because we need something here. And I think it's going to be a Lumra. Lotus Field helps. Let's get a Lotus Field, any order. Okay. So we have the untapper. As long as we just don't lose this turn, our opponent has like a very bad draw. As long as we just don't lose this turn, that'd be great. See, this is why, that's why I got the Spelunking. That's exactly why I got the Spelunking. All right. Okay, take me down to 5. You're at 1. I have to try and win this turn. Tall ask, tall orders. Okay. We can... Let's play the Hedge Maze on top. Yes. Let's put the Vestige into the yard. We will play... We could get a basic pretty reasonably, and then play a Lotus Field. And then we have enough for Otawara. So I think we'll do that. We will continue to just develop. Let's do that. Look for a forest, play a Lotus Field. Yes. And we will have this sacrifice 1 and 2. Then pass the turn. As long as they don't have like 3 damage, I can bounce the Screaming Nemesis back to hand, and then hopefully that's good enough. Like maybe I can start going off with the Aftermath Analyst. Another one is tragic. God, another one is tragic. Okay, all right. It's possible to race these people. It's possible, but or drop one of these, drop one of these. Aether Gust. Thrillback. And then 2 Screaming, 2 Unable to Screams. Unfortunately, we're just not gonna get... Oh God, we're just not gonna get the speed that we need. I thought I'd run up against maybe some more like slower matchups or something. I figured Edge of Eternities comes out. Maybe not everyone is just playing pure like aggro. And maybe something like the Aftermath Analyst would be good, but seems like I'm not rewarded for that decision. So it might need to be go back to 4 stock ups, play 1 Nissa. But even then, like if that card in my hand was like a stock up, would that have changed much? Probably not. Probably not too much. But let's see what happens. Yes. Love to play first. All right. This one's gonna have to work. We have plenty of untap effects. And plenty of ways to get going to what we need. So we can start off with Minstrel. We're going to be taking some damage, which is unfortunate. Opponent kept to 7, which is insanely scary as an aggro player. Insanely scary. Okay. Okay, so we'll play this. Green. It's the untapper. So now what we can do is we can Crumbling Vestige. Untap, yeah, so we can play the Crumbling Vestige. Have that come in like untapped. Okay. Do you have like a thing to target it? I hope not. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Coming for 1. All right, we will have to play the Spelunking out in a safer way. Or we could do it that way. So we can play Otawara. Play this. Right? Draw a card, play the Vestige. Yes. When it enters, give me a mana. Play the Aftermath Analyst as a blocker, and then run it out. That's the plan. That's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need something else. I need something else like desperately. Manifold Mouse. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I could kill it, so yeah. You have to buff it more. Wait, what? Did I like mess up all my math? I don't know. Whatever. I still blocked it. The damage blocking is going to be relevant. Yeah, we're just going to have to continue to take damage to draw anything. Wow. In a deck that plays 31 lands, we can't find lands. Wow. Okay. I don't know, folks. I guess I'm showcasing the worst part about this deck. The worst parts of this deck. I don't know. Look, I'm posting this regardless. Like, I'm posting this regardless. I don't know. This is so frustrating. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that, but it just felt like I could find my lands. A Lotus Petal. If I don't lose this turn, Lotus Petal is what Lotus Field is what I need. If I don't lose this turn, I think I do. Or I'm like 2 off or something. Yeah. All right. Whatever. This format's a joke. This format's an absolute joke. Opponent goes first. Here's to an actual win, maybe? Like, can I do something like that? Oh, Lord. Let's drop Minstrel. And let's try it. Let's just drop Minstrel and try it. So we're going to start off with Hedge Maze. Oh, my God. We're playing the Mire. It has to be the Mire. If they get Island or thing, it's the Mire. Oh, my God. We're so screwed. They kept a 7. We're actually cooked. We're cooked beyond recognition right now. Yeah, unironically, that might actually help. Okay, all right, we're in the Mire. You know what? If I don't get to combo off, you'll get to see my opponent combo off. I will go through some of it and we'll do it. All right. Yeah. So you get your basics. Pretty slow start so far, but that's okay. At least we have stuff to do. We have a Scapeshift to get into some lands. We have Aftermath Analyst. Now, if we can find a Lumra, oh my God. Okay, Lumra in the graveyard. The Lotus Field would have been great. I probably would have cast the Glimpse, so might not have had it. All right, so they have an untapped source, which isn't great. If they untap with the Lumra, we are dead. We are pretty dead. I think we have to Boseiju though. Like actually, I think we have to Boseiju. But is there a way for me to feel tapped? I think I have to Boseiju. Just to like really slow them down. I think this is correct. Okay, Lumra hits there. We're gonna do this. Yup. Do this. The damage isn't really gonna matter. We are back. I had to step away for a second here. Let my opponent know back now. Thank you. Had to step away for a second there, but we should be okay. So, because, you know, I just feel like we needed to get that tap source, like that untapper out. That way they can't just play Lumra and win, right? Okay, they have another Spelunking. All right, that's not bad. As long as they don't have a Lotus Field, this shouldn't be bad. This shouldn't be bad at all. Okay, Port of Karfell coming in, stock up. All right, not the end of the world. So what we can now do is we can go Spelunking, right? We can go Spelunking, Port of Karfell, Crumbling Vestige. If we can find... That's going to come in untapped. Return what? Probably the Takenuma. Yeah. No? Okay. I mean, fair enough. I was going to say if you have like a colored source or whatever, but yeah, okay. Let's go Spelunking. Just have to do this Lotus. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. We might have a way to cook here. We actually might be able to cook here. Because if we have Lumra in yard, we can go Crumbling Vestige, Scapeshift with +1, make a bunch of mana. We might actually be able to do this. All right, so I might actually be able to combo off here. I believe I can. Let's get green. We're going to tap that. We're going to go Lotus Field. Have that come in untapped. And then we can sacrifice this. Not to, you can't even bring much back, to be honest. But hold on. Not this. 1, 2. Let's just do this the right way. Let's do this. We might have needed the port though. No, but we can just grab port. We can just grab Port of Karfell here. 3. Okay, sacrifice these 3. One of the lands has to be Port of Karfell. The other 2 have to be the Lotus Fields. Yeah, the other 2 have to be the Lotus Fields. Yes. Now what we're going to do is we are going to tap this for black, tap this for blue, activate port. 1, 2, 3. Return the Lumra. Right? Okay. Return everything back. And then this should be us comboing off at this point. Choose a land in a graveyard. We're going to take the... Yeah, and then we just win the game from there. Okay, so at this point, we weren't able to like show off the real combo, but we were able to kind of get there. So we're in the mirror. In the mirror, I think we like shave. I don't think we need the analyst too much. Aether Gust for sure. Tishana Tidebinder is a big one. And then I think you could actually play Tranquil, which I think is probably correct to some degree. Take out like 1 Adventurers and play out the Tranquil, because then you can destroy artifacts, you can exile graveyards, you can do a lot with the Tranquil Frillback for value. This is not a keepable hand. You want to make sure you're able to race the opponent. So we mulligan here. Still not a keepable hand. Yeah, still not a keepable hand. This will have to do. Drop deeps and drop probably Brokers Hideout. It just feels bad, but whatever. Yeah, Brokers Hideout. Okay. Untap Tishana on 3. Hopefully that's good enough. It honestly might just not be good enough, but it's gonna have to be, so whatever. Scapeshift is a good step in the right direction. You can see how like if you have that Lumra in the graveyard, like if you have access to a Lumra, you can start generating enough mana where you can return it and you can just start going off from there. Ooh. So they have an untapper on 2. Okay, so as long as they can't get the Lumra out here, we should be okay. So play that, play this. We have our own. We might just be a turn too late. This might just be a play draw issue, but let's see. Tishana is the best thing that we can do here. Yeah, Tishana is the best thing that we can do here. That's going to come in on top. They have 4 mana. They can scape shift. If they scape shift into a Lumra, okay, that's a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. So they can just get 3 Lotus Fields. You probably want to get a port. So it's going to be the same pile. It's going to be field, port. And then field, port lets you, that gives you 7 mana. And then you can just hard cast thing from there. But they still can whiff. That's the key. They still can whiff. So it's about like how many lands they're getting out. You just go Port Karfell, or no, sorry, Port Field. Yep, there you go. Exactly. And then you tap all these for mana. You could actually mill and return in response, but maybe not. Yeah, I think you just sack everything, let it all resolve. Perfect. And then if you have the Lumra, let me see. Okay. Right. So you mill, everything comes in untapped. The big thing is, I mean, I guess you still get the other Lumra. So the key here is I'm not gonna pass through here. What I'm gonna do is before I don't know, like where they go off from here is you just keep porting. And if you continue to mill, like the Thassas is already in there to win the game. Yes, you activate Ipnu Rivulet to mill yourself some more, and then you get all these lands. You even get another Port of Karfell. If they can show that they have another Lumra, like they're in a good spot. That's all I need to see. So you bring your Lumra back. Yeah, you have to sack your Lotus Fields. That's one thing you have to remember. You have to sack your Lotus Fields to really get there. And then you oh my god, you even have the Takenuma? Yeah, all right. But you can't port now. Oh no, but you can just hard cast and keep going anyway. I'm pretty confident in your ability to actually win the game from here. But let's see. So you cast the Lumra. You mill yourself for 4 and then bring everything back. Brokers Hideout, more than enough mana, especially if they can. Oh, Tranquil to bounce Takenuma as well, to bounce thing as well. So you mill yourself. I mean, like, I kind of just want to like let y'all like go see the whole combo, but it's just like too much clicking. Like, I think it's near deterministic. It's nothing I care to like look through too much. So we're just gonna keep it pushing here. It was just a play draw thing. They had the exact hand they need, and that's okay. They had a 7 that was really keepable. We were able to get there in that game 1. So again, we need an untapper, a bunch of lands, and a Lumra. Okay, so 1, 2. Sure. So we're gonna play the Hedge Maze. Fortunately, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to go off on 3. Okay, Nature's like, if my opponents, they kept to 7, like chances are they're not gonna be slow. So I'll keep the Natures with them. At the end of the day, it's something. Okay. You can play Spelunking next turn off the Crumbling Vestige. Ideally, we draw another land. We have 2 looks at another untapped land next turn. Hopefully, I don't get Aether Gusted here, please. Okay. Please don't Aether Gust me. I have a way to win here, but I need to find a Lumra. Yeah, that's fine. Tap that for thing. Please don't Aether Gust me. Please, thank you. Boseiju. I would love to use that ability. Let's grab a Hedge Maze. Port's gonna go into the graveyard. I need to find other options. Let's definitely play the Lotus Field and go drop on both of those. Next turn we can stock up and then try from there. If do you have a Spelunking yourself? Here, they could be trapped on lands. They could be. But stock up could be big for us here. Okay, Crumbling Vestige gives you the green you need for a Spelunking. Just one of the better cards out here. I'm happy I'm able to like showcase something going on. Like, you kind of see how the deck can loop itself. Okay, so you have Lotus Field. You played your land already. Okay. Stock up as well. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't think we're winning. I don't think we're winning this one. I don't think we're winning this one. But it really depends. They could just have a bunch of bad cards in hand. Let's see. Let's go 3 here. Okay. I want an untapper. And the Boseiju. Yes, because then I can kill that. Okay, not bad. Any order. So we can go Wandering. We can go Wandering Minstrel. Crumbling Vestige untapped. It's still just going to cost 1 green. Then what we can do is hit the Spelunking, which is nice. So that stops their untap source. answer back, you know? Not bad, not bad. Okay. So now us, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the, oh my God, they just have another one. Okay. So we can still win this next turn. The problem is if they have Aether Gust. If they have Aether Gust negate, some crap like that, we're cooked. We're cooked. Because then we need to be able to like Nature's Rhythm for a ton of mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have more than enough. Okay. Hedge Maze is a good sign, but that all that means is they're just not winning this turn. They can still win next turn. They could still have some type of interaction, something. Because a Nature's Rhythm is not even Nature's Rhythm. Sorry, a Scapeshift. No, if they cast Scapeshift here, I'm cooked. They put a Lumra in the yard. If I cast, they cast Scapeshift here, I'm cooked. I just have to concede. Based on like what's in their thing, like based on what they have out now, they just sack everything. Lumra out, you just keep pushing. All right, I just have to hope they don't have it here. That's all I have to hope for. So green, bang, green, blue. Okay. Scapeshift? Please? Please. I just want to win one game. One game of Pioneer, please. 3, 4. Okay, I'm risking it all. I'm risking it all. 1, 2. Port. I guess I have a port in there. So maybe not port. So just Crumbling Vestige. Crumbling Vestige. Yes, 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 yes. So put the Lotus Field triggers on the stack first. I'm gonna go green, green, tap, tap, green, green. Okay, so if I going through this whole line, I have no lands. I have no lands. If this is able to, if this does not resolve, if I get Aether Gusted here, I have no lands. So we're gonna go Nature's Rhythm. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Aether Gust me. Aether Gust or negate. I'm cooked. Oh my God, we actually got there. All right. It could actually be a Tishana. Okay, if it's a Tishana, I'm also cooked. All right, if it's a Tishana, I'm also cooked. There's so many ways that they just have to answer me here. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, all right. Yo, nice. Okay, we actually won. We actually won one game against the Mire. Let's see if we can't close out game 5. Last game of this league, I'm hoping to end things off strong. Why not? We have some ramp to give us back the... Okay. All right, well, now I'm happy I kept the ramp. This might just be mono black. They'll take the Spelunking, unless they have a Thoughtseize or something. We'll start off with Hedge Maze. Yeah, start off with a Hedge Maze and just take it from there. Good call, good call. Go back to ours. Okay, stock up is nice. We'll put that in the yard. We're not looking for that right now. We have plenty of lands. We're gonna go Adventures into Glimpse, and this will give us the playback. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. We'll do this, cast this. Give us a basic forest. Unfortunately, you cannot look for your basic island with that. There are times where that is relevant. Okay, it's up. Control a demon. Okay, yeah. Let's play Spelunking. All right, let's just continue to set ourselves up. Oh, the Lumra. Okay. Yes. I think we're definitely gonna look to stock up here. think we're definitely going to look to stock up here. Just continue to find. Okay, so in this case, we're going to grab Lotus Field and Nature's Rhythm. If we get Thought Seized, they can only take the Lumra. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have enough to just like get another Lumra. Okay, so we've kind of locked them in place. Like, I don't believe Mono Black is playing any specific ways to get rid of stuff like Spelunking, but now everything is so Duress specifically is going to take the Nature's Rhythm. If they have another Thoughtseize, if they have a Thoughtseize, sure. Nature's Rhythm, at least we can grab from the graveyard. So there is that benefit if we get Thoughtseize here. They might just have a kill spell for the Lumra, though. Let's see. They might just have a kill spell for the Lumra. Oh my god. Hey, we don't even need colorless. Might as well actually just make black, like truly. Let's play Lotus Field. Yes. We will have this. Sorry, make 3 with that. Okay, and then we will sack the Lotus and this. We will cast the Lumra. Right, they might just have a kill spell for this. Imagine they kind of have to, but let's see. So let's put this on the stack first, then Crumbling Vestige. So we will yield to this. Okay. I don't think they understand what's going on. Like, you have to have, at some point you have to react here. We're gonna grab ourselves a forest. Crumbling Vestige is going to add black because it might as well. And then we are going to grab green here. Yeah, probably just green. This can add 3 green. Okay. And then we are going to continue to do that loop here. We're just going to sack the Lotus Field and the Crumbling Vestige to each other. That way we're kind of close on the amount of lands that we need. We're gonna, doesn't matter which one we keep, but you know. Right. And then this is where things start to get really crazy. Yep. That'll be a multiple Lotus Fields. We're gonna put the Lotus Fields on stack first. If our opponent makes us play this out, then that's great. We can I can really showcase how the win actually works here. So Brokers Hideout is gonna grab the forest. Crumbling Vestige is gonna make us a green. Archway is gonna return what? Probably Otawara. If I'm gonna be honest, probably Otawara. So we'll add a blue. Archway triggers. We will return Otawara to our hand. We will go green, green, add black, green, it doesn't really matter. Green, green. And then we will let these triggers resolve. We will go sack on one, sack on this. And then we will go sack on this, sack on the Hedge Maze to start going through our deck. We will then Nature's Rhythm to tap on one untap creature. X is 7, so we just need to pay 3, 4. Done. We could Otawara should we want to, but it should pretty much just keep it. So we're gonna keep that Lumra. Everything re-enters again. So we're just gonna be untapping and tapping down our stuff. Choose a Boseiju to keep. It's gonna be the untapped one, which is why you gotta make sure to happen. So Brokers Hideout, Hedge Maze, and Adventures in. So we're gonna gain our life. Opponent's just trying to see how we win. We're gonna put that into the graveyard. The Hedge Maze is at least gonna help us like thin out the deck. We're gonna add green. We're gonna add blue. No, undo. Sorry, we're gonna add green to add black, and then we're just gonna continue to sack those. So sack and sack. And then we can actually just bounce this back to our hand and repeat, which I think is going to be valuable. But we could just do this. X equals 7. Tap that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then done. Tutor again. Grab our last Lumra. Choose to keep this one. Right, and now there you go. I was looking for a Port of Karfell. We were not finding a port, which is kind of what was scaring me. But we found our port, and now we can loop. Choose a Boseiju to keep. Now we can actually loop. Now it's going to take a bit. We can try and speed this up a little bit here. So nothing to find there. Opponent just lets us win the game. So now, because we found the Port of Karfell, we can now keep looping our Lumras back. And then if we find an Ipnu Rivulet, we can speed that up. We have the Thassa's Oracle in hand. They don't have the counter spell. We just get there. Now, when it comes to mono black in Pioneer, let's see here. Mono black mid range, like probably like Leyline of the Voids and stuff, right? Like Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, what is generally in that board? This deck really does mess with us. Like Go Blanks and stuff can really mess with us. So we kind of have to be like pretty prepared. Like it's not going to be about Glimpse the Cores necessarily, or heck, even the Aftermaths. We're going to want the Tranquils. We're going to want the Unable to Scream is reasonable. So we're going to want those. And then honestly, Tishana or Negate? Probably Negate. All things considered, probably just Negate. Because you just want to counter, like, you want to be able to counter the Go Blank and deal with the Leyline of the Void that could come down, or Grafdigger's Cage or whatever. We're going to mulligan this. A little too reactive. Like, we can have it all. So we're going to keep this. We're going to drop Scapeshift, which might be controversial, but we don't actually have like a good pure way to like go off. So no Leyline of the Void, could be Grafdigger's Cage. Thoughtseize comes down, is going to take our Spelunking. And the thing I have to worry about is Go Blank, which is what I have to hold up this Negate for. They did mulligan once, which is fine. So we get a draw. We are Hedge Maze. See if I can maybe give my Echoing Deeps a target. No, that's unfortunately gonna have to stay there. So no worries. Adventurer's Inn's gonna come down. Field of Ruin, very relevant, very relevant. On Reckoner back to no charge. Okay, all right, sure. Reckoner Bankbuster is chill. So we're gonna do this. Hold up Negate. Hold up Negate. Hold up the Heritage. All that stuff. I just want to be ready for like a hard cast something. Like I can't get too, if I need to draw a card, I'll use the Heritage. I will. But if I don't need to, I don't need to. Okay, that is nice. So we're going to play this. You're going to pass the turn. Okay. Sure. So Reckoner Bankbuster is just going to draw a card. Then if the no charge counts as a vehicle, yeah, okay. So they're just gonna use that as a long game engine. I've actually never played against this card. Again, lack of Pioneer experience. This card's like fine. That's not the card I care about. That's not the card I'm negating. That card is like whatever. Yeah, they're just gonna lose cards and draw cards. Yeah, lose life. Do each one lose? Yeah, you draw a card and just whatever. Crumbling Vestige. Crumbling Vestige could be chill. I could just play out like Tranquil, but then I kind of lose to Go Blank. That's the thing I'm really scared about. Like actually Go Blank, I'm really scared of. Because right now, if I get an untapper, if I had a Spelunking, like once the Spelunking's resolved, they can't do anything. Yeah, once that's resolved, they're not doing anything. I think now we have to destroy Disenchantment. I think now we have to just destroy that before it flips. Okay. Before they get like the value that's going to slowly like drain us. That's the scary part. Okay, a Tranquil Frillback. All right, I got nothing else to do. I kind of have to. So we're going to go Crumbling Vestige. I can only do this once, which kind of sucks, but I have to play my lands. So we're going to play this to... No. Wait, why did it use the... Yo, when I tell you I hate... I didn't even get to kill the Bank Buster. Oh my God, Moto. All right, that's on me. That is on me. That is on me. Necromentia rough. Okay, if you're playing Necromentia, okay, all right. If you're playing Necromentia, I have to play thing here. If you're playing Necromentia, I have to play the Aftermath Analyst. It's a little bit more complicated, but I have to play the Analyst. Might drop Adventures in just for the other Tranquil. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the Aftermath. Otherwise, I just get absolutely sauced. Okay, nope. Need an untapper. Okay, good enough. I'll keep this, drop the Archway. And I'll make the assumption that I'm gonna get Thought Seized on one. So they mulled once. They're chill with that. Let's see what we can keep on top for us. All right, we'll keep that on top. At the end of the day, it's just another way. It's another mana source that allows us to cast like double green stuff. So they'll take the Wandering Minstrel. Yes. Yep. Okay, let's play the Brokers Hideout. And then we will grab ourselves an island. And then we'll play Hedge Maze tapped. And then we'll just kind of take it from there. Thoughtseize again. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. Matchup seems rough if they can get all these effects. But you can just draw your way out of it. Like, that's the thing. Oh my God. That's so good. Sure. Let's just keep it on top. Why not? Oh. There's no way for me to play something out untapped, but... Okay, Necromentia is chill. But I kind of want that Negate. Do I want that Negate? Nah, I don't really care. Whatever. Search my library and shuffle it. So they're gonna name the Lumra, which is fine. I'm a little bit late on the Negate, but that's okay. They choose Lotus Field. That's actually fair. That's actually fair, because that is the land that allows me to speed up on my mana. So I'm just going to get this out. It's really hard for them to do anything once this is out. Yeah. So no land to play, unfortunately. I'm going to have to make my land drops with stock up. Getting Lotus Field, though, is really smart. I will say. That is really smart. Okay, so it's going to have to be... stock up for a land drop. So it's gonna have to be, I think I grab stock up and Crumbling Vestige. Do I grab Echoing Deeps? Crumbling Vestige. Yeah. Any order. And then what I do is I... Crumbling Vestige, yes. We're gonna grab green with this. We're just gonna... I think we stock up again, or am I supposed to set this up? Am I supposed to set up the Analyst? Because what if they just Liliana? This isn't really doing anything right now. They don't have the mana for it. I think maybe I just set this up, mill 4 cards. There's a Lumra and everything in there, so no lands hit there. Just kind of sad, but whatever. I have another stock up to make my land drops. There's some versions of this deck not playing stock ups, and that kind of blows my mind. I feel like this deck doesn't work without stock up. Like, you really like at portions like this where you're grinding out, like stock up's so big just to be able to like grind through. So 4 cards enter, they hit the Lumras, sure. So they're really stopping my ability from doing much at this point. I don't have Nature's Rhythm for anything good. We're just gonna stock up. We're gonna grab probably just Forest and Scapeshift. I'm gonna be honest, probably just Forest and Scapeshift, and then hold up the Heritage. They're not finding any lands. There you go. They found 1 land. Shieldred. Ooh. Okay. Whenever we lose, so I'm gonna cast this, destroy this. Shieldred is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so I have Escape Shift. This does technically work. Like, I can do something here. Sure, I lose 2. So we have the port. I'm gonna go Forest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I can still do this. The numbers are just gonna be like a little bit more off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna sack everything. We're just gonna bring in everything. So we're gonna bring in Vestige, bring in an Arid Archway, bring in a Takenuma, starting town. Yeah, and everything's gonna just come in untapped. Right, we're gonna put the Archway on the stack first. We're gonna go green, green, green. Then what we're gonna do, tap this for 2. Green and green. And then we're just gonna activate. And return everything. We're gonna put the Crumbling Vestige. Actually, do the Brokers first. Grab a Forest, and then put stock up into the graveyard. Put Boseiju into the graveyard. Add green. Okay, return the Takenuma. Then what we do is green. Hold on. Undo. We have black. I need to make black. Wait, did I mess up here? I might have messed up. Hold on, I needed to make black. I messed up because I need to activate port. I could just return this though. So Takenuma. 1, 2, 3. Return the Aftermath Analyst. Play the Analyst. And then I think we just go. We can't activate that. 3, 4, 5. And then activate this. 2, 3. Nothing for that to become. No. Grab a Forest. They come in untapped. And then there's my other black with the Takenuma, but that's already in. Mistrise makes it uncounterable. 2, 3, 4. Grab the Aftermath Analyst. Mill 4 cards. There's like nothing left in there. Yeah, see, this is the hard part. So now I have to wait until I untap. So I can't Nature's Rhythm for anything else. I have to wait till I untap to even... I have like no way to sack my lands. That's the tough part here. I have no way to sack my lands. And that's where this is going to become really tough. So I have to pass through. I messed up in... Where I messed up was tapping down this Ipnu Rivulet, and I will completely admit to that. That is 100% where I messed up. Tapping down this Ipnu Rivulet is where I messed up. Because then I could mill myself more aggressively to the point where like the win is still... It's alive. It's alive. I've gotten out a bunch of lands out of my deck. I could have Ipnu Rivuleted like a couple more times, and then I could have at least ported or something. Okay, so Dress yields nothing. I just have a port. No! Okay. Hold on. Oh my god. Ashiok Dreamrender is brutal here. Hold on. I don't have a way to win because I don't have a way to activate port. Oh my god, yeah, I think I just get cooked there. Oh my god, Ashiok is good. Yeah, I don't think I have a way out here. I can only activate one black. Yeah, the two Necromancias, a little tough. You can get there with the Aftermath. I think there was a line. At least if I had the Ipnu Rivulet, I think there was a line and I messed that up. So I could have milled myself some more, added more cards into my graveyard. Like one return with the Karfell, but taking out the Lotus was huge. Without the Lotus, I can't even win because then I can keep sacking my colored lands and have them come back in untapped. So, all right, GG's.